Hello, beer tubers, and get over here for another beer review in the Master of Office. Stage went by
Brett?
of Enomyces. I had to do that because we're reviewing a Mortal Kombat reference beer that we got on Beer Dome. This is crazy, but Beer Dome got a release from Three Sons earlier this year, and one of the beers was Smortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a fairly hype beer from 3 Tons, and Brett and I have had it, the first batch actually, that was poured at MBCC.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty, as far as I remember, cool pastry stout. Phenomenal stuff. We loved it when we had it back in the day. But they got this on Beer Dome. It was quite expensive, but the fact that they got this is crazy because this is something people trade for. It's not the highest value trading item, but it's something people trade for and go nuts for. And the fact that you could buy that on a web shop in Europe was pretty amazing.
I think when
below trading value.
When Three Sons was a nano brewery, it traded quite highly. Yeah. But now as it's grown,
it's more accessible. Yeah. It doesn't trade.
But they still have a membership and stuff, so you don't have that if it's not sought after in some kind of way.
So Smortal Kombat.
And it's Three Sons barrel aged stuff never gets to Europe.
So it's very unique. When it's been here, it's been stouts and sours. IPAs and sours.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Mortal Kombat. I'm a huge fan of the Mortal Kombat game franchise. Plinne and I technically he should have tried this as well because he's such a big fan. But whatever, I think he might have tried it at MBCC actually, anyways, because he's been quite a few times.
And he probably doesn't remember.
But Plinne is a huge fan of Mortal Kombat as well. And actually, when they rebooted the entire franchise in 2011 or something, him and I played that first game so much on my old Xbox, just playing with all different characters just to look at all the fatalities. And I just showed Brett. Brett remembers the old games.
Yeah.
But he's never seen the new ones, and he saw the evolution of the fatalities.
It's just
shocking.
Yeah, it's so violent.
It's so violent. It's crazy, but it's pretty fucking cool. I love it. So.
What the fuck's going on with this gunk?
That's what I tried to show you. There's a gunk there and there. If you look here,
it looks like a chocolate gunk.
But look at the bottom there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what the hell? It looks like a big chunk of chocolate.
Yeah, it's some weird sediment.
Yeah.
That's how it is in these crazy stouts. Yeah. But this is huge. So this is, if you don't know, you caught the reference, Smortal Kombat. It's a s'mores-inspired Imperial stout in bourbon barrels. It's 14.2% this batch here. And it says here, I have to read this aloud. It's an awesome little information blurb here. So this is the epic battle for Earthrealm is about to begin as 3 warriors, Chocolate Marshmallow and Graham Cracker, enter into a tournament against the Outworlds, Dicko, High West, and Pritchard's for the rule, which is the barrels they've used. The result is a blended madness of layered barrel notes and decadent adjuncts that will stand the test of time. One sip and your soul is mine. It's like all over the place with references to Mortal Kombat. It's even got size here. It says 2020. I love it. So, I mean, if you've never played those games, you have to be into fighters, but it's also always been the oddball out of all the fighting games because it's so gory. And if you want like a slightly entertaining movie to watch that's really bad, go watch the 90s movie interpretation of the games. They're terrible and they got some of the worst acting, but they're funny and hilarious in that way. But the new reboot they did this year was kind of okay, I think. So, but not more talk about Mortal Kombat. Let's talk about Smortal Kombat, which pours a nice black color in the glass. Yeah. Not like crazy pitch black. No. It's like, we talked about, it looks a lot like Bottle Logic stouts.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less dark actually.
Yeah, it depends on which one. But
yeah, of course.
But it's like the head is very bubbly.
Yeah, it's super really bubbly. Foamy and bubbly.
Yeah, but that's what you get sometimes with like barrel aged stouts in with a lot of adjuncts. So but it smells like a lot of bourbon and vanilla s'mores from here.
Yeah, let's check out the aroma.
Yeah.
Loads of bourbon. Yeah. It really smells like fundamental observation.
Yeah.
We talked about, apparently Brett told me a lot of people have talked about that. I totally see that because it's super like vanilla forward, like huge vanilla cream or vanilla custard or vanilla frosting kind of aromas.
And it kind of blends between the barrel vanilla and the s'mores or the
I feel like it smells like real vanilla bean though, and not flavorings, because it doesn't have that ice cream smell. It smells like that dark fruity vanilla pods.
Yeah.
And I know
almost leathery.
Yeah, and I know at Three Sons, some of their beers they boost the real deal ingredients with flavorings.
Mm.
And I know they were very much inspired by Omnipollo and in doing that and stuff. They talk about that in some podcasts and things. But I'm not sure if they do that anymore and how it works. But
no,
it's drenched in bourbon barrel flavor too. Yeah. Loads of it. I'm almost getting cinnamon vibes. Like I
was just about to say like a spice, almost like a rye whiskey.
Yeah, but I think High West they do both bourbon and rye.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says bourbon barrels on the side.
Yeah, there's also definitely chocolate.
Yeah, definitely chocolate. I do sense something that reminds me of graham cracker too.
Yeah.
There is a crackery kind of bready thing.
Yeah, I see.
And that could maybe be the flavoring compound.
Do you know what spice thing it smells of? Bastogne.
Yeah, it does. It actually smells a little bit by Bastogne Kicks. Bastogne Kicks in English.
It's sweet and like caramelly, but it's also a bit spicy.
Yeah.
Like
I think in the UK you call them Biscoffs.
Yeah.
And you can get Biscoff spread that you spread on toast.
Yeah.
And I think in the Netherlands, where it's from, maybe it's called Speculoos or something like that.
Okay.
I can totally.
But it really smells like that.
That was a very good tasting note, Brett, because I totally.
Aroma note.
Aroma note.
But let's see if it tastes like it.
It smells a bit hot too, though.
But I like that
but
the barrel kind of cuts some of that adjunct madness.
Yeah, let's try it. Cheers. Thanks to beer, dome. That's very nice. It's not as thick as I remember.
No, I remember Three Sons beers being very thick.
Yeah,
but it's not. I definitely see the similarities with Fundamental Observation, because that's also not a really damn thick beer. It's it's nice and silky and it coats your palate. It's not thin.
Loads of vanilla on this. Loads of vanilla frosting. There's totally Fundamental Observation vibes
and lots of chocolate.
Yeah, but I think it's also just we've been really into like when it has to be barrel aged, it has to be thick, and I mean I think. I might feel like this is also nice,
it is still,
it is still rich
for being having this much barrel character.
But it's just because we've been in the last year or so really drinking loads of hyped beer, so we've been really fine tuned into barrel aged stuff. Yeah. And I'll say this is not upper echelon. It's not like the 98s and whatnot. Like, it's not like I'd call it a world class barrel aged stuff.
Yeah, it's like
early world class. Yeah. But
I think. I really like the barrel character, actually. I think the barrel, that's actually what shines to me.
Yeah, and I completely agree. The barrel character is awesome, and I love it's blended. There's a big fudgy bourbon vibe, but also woody bourbon, and just almost like there is leftover bourbon. Like it's first filled barrels. You can also see the curtains on the glass. Yeah. Like there's a leftover bourbon in the frickin' bottle.
Yeah.
Because it has a taste of drinking a shot of bourbon a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't think by any means they poured in straight bourbon. I think it's because it's first fill barrels or something like that.
I think so. And maybe one of the barrels they didn't age the beer in for like a huge amount of time. So to get a bit of like that fresh character and then blend in with probably some
beer.
Yeah, older, more like woody, spicy character.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Also, as you drink it, it warms a bit. It's not cold, it's lightly chilled. And again, something I see with pictures online. People put their stouts in the fridge and they're ice cold.
Yeah, you see pictures on Untappd where it's like completely
frosty almost. Like, don't.
Especially Brazilian Imperial stouts. Like, Michael and I.
It's also hot there.
But we spent like 5 minutes just looking on Untappd with like these barrel-aged Brazilian Imperial stouts. All just looking completely frosty in the glass, and it's just so stupid because you lose all character.
Yeah, they need to open up. The good thing is keep it in the fridge for like 20 minutes, take it out and drink it while it warms. That's the best way to do it, I think.
And now it's just like this nice cellar temp.
Yeah, just like lightly cool to the touch, and then it's gonna warm as it sits in the glass because it's not something you really chug down. It's something you sit and sip and savor on. But yeah, it's really good. I'm really tasting marshmallowy, vanilla-y frost. Like it's just a plethora of vanilla in different iteration. Be it marshmallow or be it marshmallow fluff or whatnot. I will say though, it's not an abundance of chocolate.
No, it's more like
it's really vanilla that shines.
It's more like a side note.
But I see the idea as well, because if you have a s'more, what's in there mostly? It's marshmallows.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's more like they thought in like thought out the chocolate to be like a complexity thing rather than an in your face note. But I could have also just have guessed a lot of chocolate malt being in this beer. But,
yeah, I think it's not it's heavy on caramel malt, most likely, and then probably just a touch of chocolate malt and whatnot to give color. I don't think there's a lot of chocolate malt either, because it doesn't have a big. No, it's super new school. Yeah, because it doesn't have a big roast profile.
No, that's true. And it doesn't have that like really dark chocolate bit.
And I kind of feel like that's lacking a bit personally. It's like. It's almost black barley wine territory, actually. Yeah. Not all the way, but
it does have a bit of umami.
It does have some umami. Yeah. But it's just to look at some detracting notes in terms of not giving this a kind of crazy world-class remark. But it's a damn fine pastry stout, and I'm not the biggest fan of pastry stout, but this tastes real legit. It's got a great barrel character. It's really nice. Yeah. It is. Often there's a lot of things for me, like it's quite sweet and stuff. Like I've gotten a bit.
And it is sweet.
It is sweet, but I think the barrel and everything cuts it. And I think I feel like often when if pastry stouts are too sweet for me and stuff, it's the non-barrel aged ones, because the booze from the barrel really cuts a lot of that sweetness. I almost feel like pastry stouts, they don't need to, but most of the time they are best barrel aged. Yeah. If they're done right, of course, but it's often the times they really just need some woody dryness or just spirit warmth or something to cut through all the sweetness. And it's not sickly sweet. It's fairly balanced. Yeah. But it is a sweeter stout. But I don't know. For some reason, I do appreciate sweetness in stouts a bit more than other beers,
but it is because it has like this woody character and a bit of like a umami and like this, we talked about the Bastogne kind of biscuit thing. It has like this slightly spicy, like caramelized spice thing about it. That's probably from barrels.
I think it's a caramelized flavor from caramel malts and also possibly barrels. Yeah. But I feel like that Bastogne Biscoff cracker biscuit, whatever, fades as it warms. Yeah. And it goes more into like fudgy vanilla, like overdose of fudgy vanilla. Again, very much like fundamental observation, and
it's quite similar to that one. It is,
but it just has that extra nuance, and even that like slightly graham crackery note that was in there in the beginning. I feel like it also fades a bit as it warms. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe. But maybe we'll get other things as it warms even more. But I feel like it has an umami thing.
Yeah, it does. It does. There. But it's also it's not a lot.
No.
It's a touch. I mean, it's a lot of just what it says on the label. So, but I'm still gonna go 96, I think, or a big 95. Yeah, I think it's an early world class barrel aged pastry stout. But I'm not as floored as maybe I was when I had it at MBCC a few years ago.
But I'll probably agree on a high 95.
Yeah, it is very nice, but it's not like, I feel like, I just remember loving it much more. But big plus for the reference.
I've heard that they've been a bit mixed, with like the quality and stuff at Three Sons lately. But I'm definitely sure that some of the stuff they do is, something we prefer more or over this. But yeah.
Hopefully, when you drink this won't be a fatality.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. This was nice. This was very nice. It's amazing that they got this in the beer dome.
Yeah.
So, I remember we also had lumberjack.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
And I also remember enjoying that one quite a bit more than this. But again, that's also
maybe we're just getting really picky because we've been so privileged with good beer this year.
We had that one in the same share as Assassin 19.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But oh well.
They do different beers, so it's also a matter of.
I still like, if I saw this on a web shop again, I'd probably pick it up. And if I never tried it, I think you should definitely pick it up. But I don't know if you're trading for it. I'd say yes, but don't trade a lot. But I don't think it trades for a lot. It's probably like $50, $60, $60 maybe, something like that.
Maybe 80 at highest.
At the highest.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, very nice. So if you guys had a chance to try the 2020 release of Three Sons Mortal Kombat, this was a long review, but we rambled a lot, and I talked a lot about Mortal Kombat. So if you guys had this, let us know. Thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer. Check them out. Link for the web shop is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Is that what I usually say?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I feel like I said something wrong there for a sec. And ring the bell for future notifications about beer videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
And check out the giveaway if it's not been drawn already. I'm not sure when this will be posted, but cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer video.